Yep, right here in Texas. Memorial Day. How's everybody doing? Bum crack picker. Craig, the land shark picker. And here we are. Hi, Cindy Y. Cindy Y. Monday, Memorial Day. Is everybody getting some rest? Yeah. Hey, John. Hey, Phil. Texas, United States of America. Yep. I have no topic this morning other than Memorial Day and maybe talk a little bit about the debt ceiling. Oh my God. So, one step at a time. Hi, Harry. There he is himself, Mr. Debt Ceiling. It's been a long time since I had any personal debt. I don't like that. Don't like that stuff. Paid cash for my last car. Most people don't have the ability to do that. You don't have any orders to pack. There's no shipping today. It's Memorial Day. Crazy, crazy person. Although, shark? Are you a lone shark? Oh, you're talking to Craig. The land shark. Uh, yeah. Those are funny Saturday Night Live shows. Back in the 70s. Can you believe it's that long ago since the land shark roamed the earth? Maybe early 80s. 2 NASCAR races today. The F1, is that today or is that yesterday? Yeah, I don't watch races much. Boy, NASCAR got big. What was it, about 20 years ago? It's still very popular, but not like it was, I don't think. Indy 500 and the F1 Monaco, yeah. NASCAR rained out. Indianapolis 500. Yeah, NASCAR and Indy 500. I used to pay attention to it a little bit when I was like in junior high and high school, but nah. Got busy in college and never paid it any attention. I think it'd be fun to go to the races though, just for the experience. So, they have engines? AJ Foyt, some of those guys way back, Earnhardt. That's when I watched a little bit. Dover's a half hour away from me, and I've never been there to watch the races. Well, I bet the tickets aren't cheap. I bet the just average tickets are probably about $200. Yeah. Craig's 45 minutes from Talladega. Um, we live about 2 hour drive to get to the Texas Motor Speedway. But never been to one of the races. Oh, AJ was at the track yesterday. That guy's got to be old, man. He was my favorite racer back when I watched a little bit. They used to play the races on the radio too. He's 88 years old. Oh no, lost his wife. It's a shame. Who's texting me? I got a text here. What you got? I've got a friend that sent me a text. Yes, I have a friend. All right. So, who all served in the military? I did not. I went from high school to college to teaching. Just bam, bam, bam. Nothing in between. The Vietnam War was still a sore point in people's thinking, but I went to college with a couple of Vietnam veterans. They were a little older than me. Dun, dun. Sorry about that. I had to kiss an angel. Good morning. I did not. I went from high school, had a lot of lost years, and then to YouTube. What? Oh, I took it outside. Okay, got it. It's right out there on the cat house. I used the wrong broom outside. Not good. So, nobody in the chat has served in the military? I thought you did, Phil. Do, do. Anyway, my dad did. My dad was on board a minesweeper in World War II. Their ship got kamikaze 3 times, or attempted kamikazes. The they got shot down before they could finish the job. Dad said probably half of the kamikaze pilots missed. They just, I don't know, maybe their plane got messed up and they just totally missed. And most of the rest of them were just shot down with anti-aircraft fire. But the ones that got through certainly did some damage. A lot of damage. Tried to go to work for AJ when I was a kid, interviewed with his sister. Cool. Second division in Korea. Sweet. Yeah, there were so many men that served in World War II. Very few got decorated. Yep. Dad was in the Navy for a little over 2 years. He went from high school and right into the Navy. He swore that when he got off that ship in San Diego that he would never get on a boat the rest of his life, and he didn't. He wouldn't even go fishing with me in my fishing boat. Those had to be tough things, tough times. Minesweeper is kind of a smaller vessel. Had a crew of like 130. Yeah, and just being out in the South Pacific in zero air conditioning and 130 other sweaty guys. Dad said once a week they got to take a 2-minute shower. 2 minutes. Their boilers on board weren't big enough to distill enough water. Just drinking water and a shower once a week. Yeah, tough times, tough times. All right, I need a co-host here. See what's going on here. Paste. If anybody wants to jump in, chat me up. So yeah, Tom is he's kind of forced bed rest. He had a tear in his cornea, which was fixed surgically. I don't know how you tear your cornea. What do? Just rub your eyes until you tear your cornea? Or does just a tear happen just because it tears? I bet you Korea was no picnic either. Yeah. So, what do you think about the debt ceiling bill? Have you all read any on that? Man, the Biden and the leader of the House of Representatives have been meeting, and they came up with a bill. He was there when the Chinese came across the border. Yeah, up there in Northern Korea, they didn't know what to think. I'm pretty sure because there were just a couple of thousand Americans up there with North Koreans or South Koreans trying to defend that border, and then all of a sudden, tens of thousands of Chinese showed up uh, to take them out. I don't know what their choices were. They were going to have to raise the debt ceiling. There was no choice about that. I get that. I mean, you got to pay your debts, got to pay your obligations, the interest on the debts, that is. So, but both sides had have items in the bill that are just more spending, just more spending. God. I read that the bill that they're bringing forward is called the Fiscal Responsibility Act. Fiscal responsibility. Good God. They should have called it uh, We Suck and Showing Our Ass to the World bill. Uh, Man, it's tough. They're adding $4 trillion to the debt ceiling with this bill. And you watch, it'll get passed in one form or another. Ted Cruz said this bill was just like handing the Democrats a blank check. Sorry if you're Democrat, but that's what Ted Cruz said. Uh, I mean, this bill ensures that there's going to be inflation. This is going to keep on going. Yep. Stealing from the American people's futures. Anyway, y'all aren't very chatty in the side chat this morning. Y'all must have been partying down this weekend. I don't even see Lag. What's Lag up to today? Maybe he's at a race or something. Maybe his mom let him out of the basement. I am still live, right? Type of one if you can hear me. Uh, yeah, I'm still moving around. There he is.
What up?
Hey, Harry.
Good
Thanks
morning.
for coming on.
Yeah, I thought I'd stop in after you told us all the good news that we've just further destroyed our country quicker.
Yeah, I hear bad things about this bill.
Well, I guarantee that McCarthy's a shit bag. Oh, let me cuss here.
It's okay.
It's terrible. That's what gets me. That's why I never talk about politics on my channel. It just gets me furious because
Yeah,
nobody's paying attention until it's going to be too late and we're all with pitchforks and torches going to Washington.
I'm telling you.
It's terrible.
I hear that not only is there going to be more spending, there's going to be spending taken away from the military.
Well,
So,
that doesn't. Honestly, we outspend everybody militarily. I mean, we spend so much on it. I just want the border blocked. That's the only thing I give a shit about. And keep my first and second of rights. Because,
yep,
and they're going to get them, I believe. I can't see the chat because I'm on my phone.
that's all right.
Because my computer sucks and I need a new one. So. But
Yeah,
picking's been good and sales haven't been bad, so I guess that's a good news is. But there, one day we're going to have to pay this bill, and when our taxes are through the roof and bread's $90 for a loaf, everybody's going to say, ah.
what happened?
Yeah, I know. That's why
So,
it's
Cindy
sad.
says her son is a veteran,
Good for him.
and her dad was in the Korean War as well.
Ah, shit. Am I still on there? I don't know what I did.
Uh, yeah, you were right before you said it. Now you're not. He went dark. I see him stand up all the time when he's doing his live show. He's got a 3 drink minimum when he does his show. Hey, you're on here twice.
Oh,
Sweet.
shoot. Well, kick me off one.
Okay. I'll remove the black one.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Leave it to me. I'll screw your station up real quick.
So, yeah, I need to stop picking, man. I got so much stuff.
Oh, I do too. I got some good stuff though. I need to list it. Um, that I'm gonna do a few more today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm looking at 10 stereo receivers that I need to test. They just stacked up. You know the big full size
Yeah,
home home stereo receivers. Oh wait, there's 4 more in the closet. So I got 14 receivers I need to test.
I got a nice Pioneer that I haven't put on yet. Those I like picking them up. They sell quick.
Tom, how's your eyeball?
It's doing okay. I'm I'm laying down on my side, so I have my camera off
Okay.
because
When you
I'm
lay
just not.
down on your side, does all the fat kind of go toward that? Or,
No, my face is bruised up, and I'm just not in a.
oh no,
Looks like Roberta beat me up, and
that's terrible. So how did you tear your cornea
it just happens.
it
No, it's not.
does,
It's the retina, not the cornea.
or the retina?
It just happens, especially with older folk.
Well,
So here's your public service announcement today. If you notice that it looks like you've got blinders on, or either on the left or the right of your eye, or up on the top of the bottom of it, you immediately stop and you go see your optometrist, your ophthalmologist, whatever you have, because it needs to be fixed now. Because that means you have a tear. So you stop what you're doing and you go see about it. Because at 8 o'clock in the morning they diagnosed it. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I was going under the blade
Mm.
because he wanted it done, and they kept the because they used the operating room at uh it was Presby Hospital. It's something else now. Anyway, they kept it open later so he could do my procedure the last thing. So
That's good he was available.
yeah, he's a really good doctor. So anyway, y'all remember that.
Yes, sir.
And it
Yeah.
can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody, but usually it's older folk. I don't know whether Harry's an older folk or not, but
60. I'm old.
okay,
He's
you're an older folk.
Yeah, I'm an older folk.
he's a younger, older folk.
Yeah,
He's younger than you and I, but
Still on the
older.
force, but still old. I'm the old guy at work, so.
old guy at work. You still got a couple of years before you're gonna retire, right?
Well, who knows now? We might have to keep going and going and going.
Yeah, you can't live on nothing with this
No,
inflation.
no, I don't know what's going to happen. I know that's going to, and they're going to raise it again and again until we're broke. They're determined to do it, and they're going to do it, and there's not a damn thing we can do about it.
I,
And
I
keep
read
sending
it.
money across seas to all these countries and these wars. That's simple. You just stop, man. You just
Yeah,
cut them off.
sending these $20 million planes to help them and tanks.
Wasting time. You're just wasting time. Everybody's going off the dollar, and it's time just to take care of us, Mexico and Canada, and tell the rest of them, this is our territory. You come in it, we will smash you. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So Europe, you take care of what your part. Asia, let Japan arm again and say, take care of your part. Or
Well,
whatever. I don't care what goes on over there. I'm
the
done with it
president.
all.
All it takes is the president of the U.S. to say it's okay for Japan to rearm, and that's all it takes. Because
I know.
they'll
I know. They're actually the smart ones over there. They're the less of the biggest. Chinese are just the biggest thieves of all time. Look at the garbage they send us, and it works. A refrigerator lasts about a year or two now, and anything that comes out there is just flat out garbage. They're still crapping in the weeds as soon as you get out of the city, so they're not advanced. Don't let them fool you. If we go down, they go down too.
Well, that's just it. I've always said if the U.S. goes down, the world goes down right
Yep.
behind us.
Yep.
Because we're the ones that buys all that useless dadgum crap that
Yep.
everybody makes.
Yeah, I just feel bad for my kids. I really do. And I feel bad for anybody that fought in these last couple wars we had, because just as soon as we leave, the old crew comes right back in. You got all these guys sitting around here with their legs and arms and wounded for life, and for what? Why did they go over there? It's crazy. This gets me very upset anymore. So that's why I try not to think of it. That's why I'm a hoarder now. You see, I bury myself in
Are
junk.
you a hoarder or a reseller?
Well, both. I mean, I'm organized hoarding. I mean, you can see there's rows and rows of this crap. I want this treasure room. I've always wanted it, so it's all there. And these are my big love. Besides, my wife is my glass. So,
I guess we all got our thing.
yeah, it's.
I I've got a little gold and silver.
Gold and silver are probably the best because if it all goes out, somebody I could say I got some red line Hot Wheels there and say, who cares?
Yeah.
You got any gold bars, silver rounds, any of that stuff? And mostly everybody doesn't have it except you stackers. So
Tom, he stacked land. He goes out and buys property and
you
stuff.
can't beat that either. Land and but the government gets that from you.
Well, I also fund the 50-pound bags of dry red beans and 100 pounds of white rice. You know.
Starting to you're what a prepper. You're a prepping. Is that
No, we're just yeah. I guess you'd say we're prepping, but we're just preparing for the worst. If nothing else, we can eat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I would hate to have a steady diet of rice and beans, though. A couple of times a week is good, but
Yeah, but if you don't have nothing else to eat,
yeah, that's better than zero.
I mean, we got other stuff too. But I'm just saying that we just got beans and rice and meat, and enough spam to feed half the people in the audience for a year.
yeah, I think this would be a good. I wish I was out off this coast. I'm in between D.C. and New York and Philadelphia. So if the shit went down, it'll be a war zone here.
I'll tell you what, you're in hell up there.
You're going to be because I tell you right now that the groups would go against each other. It'd be survival of the fittest.
Yeah, it would. It's already kind of against each other.
Oh, they've been doing that. They've been doing that. I mean, they love that. They want you to. So it's crazy.
Todd needs to get off. Todd needs to get off some of that money he's got and go ahead and build him a castle up there as a tourist, wink wink tourist attraction. So when shit hits the fan in Texas, he can raise the drawbridge.
Yeah. Build a bunker.
Unfortunately, they got drones and
yeah,
they've almost got the technology that they don't care if we have our pop guns. Because what they have is just is absolutely insane anymore.
There's a facade on a farmhouse a couple of miles out of town here. They built it to be a replica of the Alamo.
cool.
It's pretty cool looking.
I'd get a couple John Wayne cutouts.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little bit more concerned about the regular folk than I am the military. If things get real short, food gets short, because people are going to get hungry and people are not going to care about what they take.
Nope.
So
no, it would go nuts, and who knows what the grand plan is? I guess if you believe in the Bible, this is a scene to the end days. It's just right around the corner. So who knows?
John Jones says, "I like sober Humstone. He talking big sense."
I'm not drunk when I do my thing. I've got about 3 or 4 beers in me. It's a different chat. I mean,
damn.
But Todd burned me up right off the bat when he said they passed it. I knew they passed it last night, but I didn't know it was.
Oh, they did pass it?
What's that?
They did pass the bill?
Well, I thought this morning I heard something about them passing it. And McCarthy, the turncoat, gave them everything, just like they did when McConnell was there. It's no difference. No difference.
I know that the two bigwigs came to an agreement, but
there shouldn't. If they shut the government down, who cares? The parks will be shut down, and I'd rather. It's crazy. You can't.
And as soon as they get the funding back up, those people get paid for those days they miss.
It's just bullshit. Bullshit. Wait till I'm emperor. I'll change it all.
Times.
Yeah, it's crazy. totally biblical. Well, who's I want to know who the Antichrist is, because I don't think it isn't Joe Biden. It's definitely not him. It's got to be. It could be that Microsoft clown. Who knows? Well, he's buying up all the lamb, him and his Chinese buddies, and they're letting them do it. That's what I don't get. Oh, you guys got me steaming already. I think I'll yell at my dog as soon as I get off of here.
Okay.
I'm only
Sorry.
kidding about that. Yelling at the dog. Nah, everybody should be steaming. But we all have to work. I got to go back to work tomorrow. I mean,
Mr. Sadie says they're voting on it on Wednesday.
Oh, they'll pass it. They're going to pass it. And the Federal Reserve will still be there, and they'll be there when I'm dead. And that's a criminal. Organized crime isn't no longer on the corner sitting there whacking each other. It's Washington D.C. now. It's all organized criminals. They're the organized crime. I mean, it's terrible.
But they can't not pass some type of bill. I mean,
yeah, but keep it simple. I mean, just pay your debt, but stop giving money out to the arts. Stop giving money out to other countries. Why are we giving money to Saudi Arabia, Israel, all these countries? No, you guys start paying us. Here's the bill for us to stay here. You want us here, you're paying us. If not, we're pulling out. I'll have that border so armed that not even a scorpion would get across there.
They have all this money to buy all these damn sports cars and bling and jets and everything else.
And we protect.
Yeah.
And that's bullshit. And it's just time to pull them all home. I want to be an isolationist. I'll take care of Mexico, United States, and Canada. We got everything we need right here. Farmland, lumber, oil, precious metals, everything. And then I'd tell China, you're done. You own nothing here. What are you going to do about it? We got stuff that's better than yours anyway.
Well, we don't manufacture anything anymore.
Yeah, but they can bring it back. That's what Mexico's for.
Because it's a case where I'm a firm believer that they issued back years ago. They started issuing all these shares of stock, and now by the time a company has to pay all their quarter to everybody that owns a share of stock, there's just not enough quarters to go around. So they have to keep jacking up the price, and it's just then they have to go offshore. That's just my opinion, but that's what I believe.
Yeah, it's just when Nixon brought the mass murderer of all time into this country and shook his hand just because of Russia, that was the beginning of the end. And then Bush Sr. let them in all our universities. Nobody stopped them. And both parties are to blame. It's not just one.
Absolutely. The politicians.
And then if we lose our dollar, we're going to have the biggest mass murderer of all time on the currency of the world, and that's Chairman Mao. Just an evil creep. So, well, I've done my venting. So, how's everything else?
It's okay. We're about as good as Fenton Glass around here.
So, well, next week the yard sale season will resume because this weekend it pretty much stunk because everybody was away for the weekend. So.
Yeah, got to watch the races on TV or go out to the lake or whatever.
Well, we got a lot of our college at the University of Delaware. They all graduated, so we knew somebody there, and those families are all at the beach because that's an hour away from me. So that's what they're all doing, eating and drinking and enjoying themselves.
Yep. Or on their side in their bed trying to get over eye surgery.
Do you have an eye patch, Tom?
No.
Okay.
Nope. After they did the surgery on Friday, I went back Saturday morning, and he took the patches off and examined my eye, and he said, "You're good to go home. Just lay on your side for the next 7 days."
Jeez.
And that's based on I have to lay on my left side because that's the opposite side of where they put the gas bubble into my eye to hold the retina in place.
Wow. It's amazing
So
what they can do these days when it comes to that stuff.
yeah, so I've been laying on my left side, or I can lay on my back, but I have to hold my head to the left, and so I usually lay on my side because it's just not comfortable laying on my back with the my head turned. So I might later on today I'm going to try sitting at my desk, like Todd knows this from the school days, with my head on my desk, turned to the left or turned to the right, so I can at least sit up a little bit and then get into a different position.
Wow. Now, does this correct your vision?
It fixes it supposedly, which he said that the retina is in place like it's supposed to be because they use the laser to seam it back together, and uh, so it's to fix the retina and hold it in place so I'll get my vision back in that eye.
That's cool. It's
Hmm.
good for you.
So
Good for you.
I'm doing exactly what he says. I can basically be up for 10 minutes. Every 50 minutes, I can get up for 10 minutes. Otherwise, I'm supposed to be laying down.
John says the cats are going to run amok for a week.
No, my wife is home.
Come on. Go take a break and then we'll do something.
Is she
The
taking
dog.
a break from work to bring you sandwiches and
Are
beers?
you? She's off today because it's a holiday. But I lay on the couch in the den and I can see her desk from here.
Tim says, "How do you know your head is laying when you're asleep?
Oh, there's
Do what?
Glock.
How do you know your head is turned the right way when you're asleep?"
Because I'm on my side with a pillow in front of me, and I'm kind of leaning that direction, so there's no way else it can go.
Doesn't that kind of make your left side sore to just
It's
be
hurt.
laying on it for a week?
It hurts like a bitch
Oh
right
no.
now, and I've only done it for 3 days.
Ugh.
So you
Do
got
it.
4 to go.
Yeah, till Friday to see
Oh,
what
there
he
you go.
says.
There you go.
So it's worth it. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's the? Wow.
Yeah, I had some good sales this weekend. I got 16 going out
Yeah, I
for
had
the
my
Saturday and
biggest
Sunday
week ever.
sales. Really? That's good.
I'm just part time. I had 19 sales in 7 days, so that's not bad. 1,300 hours. I've
That's
never. Um, Stuff was
that's
flying off the shelves, so that's cool.
Yep.
I ain't had a, now. I haven't had a ching in 2 days now. So yesterday and today so far, but we'll see. I'll put some more. I got an Evil Knievel set that I'm ready to throw on. I think that'll go quick, and I'm gonna I put back on some more Big Jim. Toys are like the ace in the hole right now because I had the 12-inch GI Joes, the action team, the ones with the real hair and the beard mustache.
right.
30 minutes they were gone. So that's not bad at all.
My brother and I had probably everything that GI Joe manufactured.
Yeah, I've got a set. I got the Green Beret guy. I've got a few left. One talker, uh, and a few others, but I want to unload them all. I got to start thinning this stuff out because I want to downsize in 2 years to the old ranch. Hopefully, with the full basement that's unfinished, and that'll be my junk cave for all my stuff. That's the plan. So we'll see.
And then after the Vietnam War started, well, I guess it started playing out. They started bringing in the GI Joe with the search for the mummy's tomb and all that kind of stuff. And my brothers had all of those too because he was younger than me.
Yeah, I remember them. Those were the adventure team, action team jobbers. Because
Is that what
one
that
of them
was?
I sold was the shark one. He
Yeah.
had a little shark and stuff, and that's where I'm starting to think that I probably put it too low. Probably should have put it at 300 because they had some suits and I had a bunch of weapons and I had 2 GI Joes and the Foot Locker and I put 250 in 30 minutes. It was gone. So
That's what one thing. That's one thing I remember is those wetsuits were a bitch to get on and get off.
yeah, powder.
The
That
rubber ones,
wetsuit had a rip. Well, it had where the zipper goes down.
right?
Part of it was came unthreaded, but those the real GI Joe guys out there can fix all that stuff because that suit was not dry rotted. That suit was still good. You could pull the pants off and stuff,
Right.
and it wasn't ripping. So I just told them the best I could. One had cracked knees, which a lot of them do, and the other one didn't.
Right.
So I had a pretty good collection of those. So now I need these ones I just picked up on a big toy lot. And I got Evil Knievel, Big Jim, Tonkas, and G.I. Joe for
Right.
$325. That was a nice, and I'll make over $1,000 when that's done.
Todd, did you go see the Evil Knievel movie back? I guess it'd been in the 70s.
I don't think I ever did. No.
That was a big.
One on TV.
Oh, there was one at the theater.
Yeah, maybe I seen it when it came out of the theater and it came on made for TV. Who played Evil Knievel?
I can't remember.
Was it Warren Beatty for some reason? I'm thinking it is. Somebody will have to Google it.
Yeah, because I can't Google. I'm on my phone, laying here on the couch. I got my eyes closed.
Because I remember they showed him like the real footage when he wrecked it.
Right, and rolls.
Yeah,
Broke every bone in his body.
Yeah, him and his boy were both nuts. Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
And
guys were doing crazy things.
Yeah, that starts the kids on bicycles jumping trash cans and.
Are you kidding? There was kids in my town when I was in high school that were jumping cars with damn bicycles.
Yeah. Always somebody doing. Well, look at them now. They do flips in the air. When they wreck, they're dead.
Yeah.
They're way up there on X Games stuff. I said, good God. Got to be nuts. It's crazy stuff. I was fortunate enough to grow up in the country where I grew up with motorcycles. So we always had the indoors and dirt bikes and had plenty of room to ride and had these things called gravel holes that we could ride our motorcycles and climb hills and do all that crazy crap.
Are you from that area that you live in now?
No, I'm from South Jersey, a place called Salem County.
South Jersey, Turnpike or Interstate?
What's that?
I said South Jersey, Turnpike or Interstate?
Yeah.
So a friend of mine is a photographer at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Oh, look at that.
So here's some pictures he was taking.
Is that today?
I guess it was yesterday. Because they're already up.
Because the NASCAR's today, isn't it?
Oh, they're the Formula One cars.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they call
them. So somebody must have won. He's got the flowers and riding around in a convertible. Who is that? I don't know. So anyway, he's there taking pictures. There they are kissing the brickyard. The bricks at the brickyard. So yeah.
Is that Indianapolis?
Yep.
Like I said, I think the NASCAR race is today, if they're having it, because it looks like I can just see the light through the window, and it looks like it's cloudy. I don't know if it's raining or not.
Has it always been for
Be
car
careful.
racing that it rains and that means the race ends, or did they start doing it because too many people were wrecking?
I don't have any idea. I don't follow NASCAR.
Me neither.
I mean, I don't follow any racing, even though I do like drag racing best because it's quick. But
No, I can't think of I've ever really sitting down and watch any of the races. That's a half hour from here, the Monster Mile, and I've been offered tickets. I just don't want to go down. It's hot. Uh, it's right out in the sun. I freckle, so I'll stay away.
if you lucky enough, like for the NASCAR races where you're in the infield and you got an RV, that's the best way to watch the race. You're there for the beginning, and then you're there for it if there's any accidents. But the rest of the time, you can be inside the RV where it's cool, because it's usually hot here.
No, I'll pass. My luck is the tire's going to come off and hit me anyway, so I'll stay away from it.
Yep.
Yeah, normally it's the open wheel cars that they have problems with flying tires.
Morning, Maggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to bring the cars down to all the supermarkets and park them out and give you shirts and all that around here, but they don't even do that anymore. I don't think it really packs them in. Oh my God, my nephew found me.
Tommy says Harry drives in circles all day. He doesn't like to watch others do it.
That's true though. He's exactly right. Don't drive. I walk in circles, and I'll be starting to do it again tomorrow morning. It's crazy.
George Hamilton played Knievel in 1960.
That's right. That's right. He did. When he said that, I knew who it was.
All right.
I knew it was either him or the one that you mentioned earlier, or Tommy Lee Jones. But I think that was before Tommy Lee Jones.
One Warren Beatty. But
Warren Beatty, yeah. I knew it was either Warren Beatty or one of those other pretty boys from that era, but I'm a big Tommy Lee Jones fan, so he should have played it.
First I seen him in was that
Appreciate your service.
What's that? Sissy Spacek was the coal miner's daughter or something?
Yeah.
In that one. He's young.
Sing it, Todd.
Sissy Spacek. Coal miner's daughter.
71, that movie. Wow. Time flies. God.
Yep.
Yes. That's one I got to clean that up and get that one listed. I think that'll sell quickly. So. Evel Knievel.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid watching him get in a rocket ship. He was going to fly across a canyon.
Snake River.
Snake River. He got about halfway and the parachute open and he had to parachute down. It's a good thing he took a parachute.
Yeah. Gorgie made, I think it's Corky or Gorgie, made those little die cast. I had found some of those in a clean out, my very first one. So I had like that rocket and his motorcycle and the van and a Formula One car. He had all kinds of little Evel Knievel things.
Yeah, I remember on Wide World of Sports, they would put him on jumping the fountains in Vegas and all sorts of stuff. Buses. He had like 20 buses lined up side by side. He jumped them. Yeah.
He was just riding a pure rocket's what he was doing and holding on.
Yeah, but he was crazy
Snake
enough
River
to do
Canyon.
Didn't nobody ever attempted that again, did they?
Oh no, nobody's stupid.
I thought a chick did.
Oh really? I don't know. Oh, he gone. He must have leaned left onto his phone.
Oh, Tom,
Yeah,
he'll
or
be
his
back, I'm
laptop.
sure. Am I still double in double?
No,
Oh, that's good. Oh God.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button on my
Yeah,
phone.
there you
good. I'm not the only one that does that.
I thought I hit the chat button, but I hit the leave button.
go. At a rock festival where at the Snake River Canyon. Who's your stacker? Good morning. How are you doing? Yeah, thank you to all the veterans. Yeah, I went right from elementary school to teaching, I think. There wasn't much in between.
So you were a school teacher, Tom?
I
High
taught
school?
I taught band in junior high and high school for
Did you?
33 years, yeah.
School of Rock, huh? What did you play?
Uh
Everything?
yeah, enough to teach it,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
French horn is my main instrument.
really?
Yep.
I play the ukulele. I'm real good at it.
I've heard you play the ukulele.
Oh yeah, I'm rocking, man. I do
I'm
the
amazed at
Beatles.
your talent.
You're not the guy that's used to sing "Tiptoe Through the Tulips," are you?
Yeah, that's
No,
him.
well, I did that when I was younger, but my voice doesn't get up that high anymore. So I've toned down on the Tiny Tim songs. It's a shame because I used to have that special audience that came in and watched just those songs and then leave. So now it's just strum away
What was
You
over the
good?
his
rainbow.
What was
You
his crazy skinny wife's name? Miss something.
God, got married on Johnny
Miss
Carson
Piggy
show.
or something like that.
No, Miss Piggy was her Kermit's squeeze.
Yeah, Miss.
Shoot, I know what that is.
Twiggy was the British model. Miss something or other.
Yeah, she
Somebody
was.
Google it.
Yeah, it's like I said. I could have swore they got married on Johnny Carson's show. So,
They did.
You talk about somebody that was skinny. I'm telling you
Tiny
that
Tim.
lady. No,
Oh, his
His,
wife.
his
his
wife.
wife.
Tiny
I gotta
Tim
look
had
it
a
up.
really. He had a different type of complexion. He wasn't. He was very
Yeah, he's an
pale.
ugly dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Miss
But
Vicky. Miss
Vicky.
Vicky.
That's
Vicky.
it.
Okay, there it is. God.
Couldn't just call her Vicky. It was Miss Vicky. I don't. I
Yeah.
never understood that.
He's trying to be gentile. Genteel.
I haven't heard from Parrot Head Picker. Why did he ever quit making videos? He had a good channel. I bet he still resells. He just quit making videos for whatever reason. He had like 15,000 followers on his YouTube channel. He's a good guy. I don't know why he quit making videos. He just did. I guess he just decided not worth my time. Something.
I still have fun doing it, so I just throw them out there.
Yeah.
People, I get my 100 people to watch each one. That's cool. It's it's my little thing I can go back to all the time and see how many I sold, how many sold from
Yeah.
that yard sale.
Did you
And
get monetized on the Bang
yeah,
Bang channel?
yeah, I make $50 a year, something like that. So I'm killing it there. I can buy I can buy 6 packs of cigarettes if I still smoked.
Do you have another
uh,
channel?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I lost the password to it, so I just gave up on it. It was I was using that for all my when I go up the Adirondacks, I take my hikes of the hills I
Right.
climb. And it's fun. So I'll just throw them on my channel. I don't care. I'll throw anything on mine.
I thought I'd say a Bang Bang channel, and I figured you had one with.
Oh, Harry calls everything Bang Bang.
Does he?
That's
Yeah.
the production network.
Yeah, that's
So
your
I think, is this
production
a
network.
corn or is this a yard sale? What's he going to do? I picked up a one of them DVD players, the portable ones. So I have my wrestling DVD from the backyard drunk days in the 90s. So we had a pool out there, and I'm trying to see how good those videos will look. So I'm going to sneak a few wrestling clips in and see how it does. If it's not entertaining to everybody, it will be to a couple friends of mine. So they'll get to see themselves on YouTube acting silly and being drunk. So that's what the early 90s were for me anyway. It was that crazy time. We were back to school like that movie without going to school because U.D. was right there where my house was. So it was pretty wild.
About like the Hangover movies.
Probably. Not more like that back to school thing. What was that? Vince Vaughn and Hank the Tank and all them. We had a group of characters that was always over there on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of good food in those days because we didn't have any bills. So I mean, I'd rent it to two guys. They paid my mortgage. I paid the electric, and we would go up to all the
Where you
restaurants.
going?
What's that?
Andy, the parrot head picker, he's got a real job still. Also
Oh yeah.
keeps him busy.
Todd, I got to run, son.
All right, don't run too far.
All right, I won't. Y'all, everybody have a great day.
Take care, Tom.
All right, bye.
Yeah, get healed up.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm going to take off myself. I'm going to remove some nails in the deck and throw some screws in there. So
yeah, it's time to shut down. I guess Tom probably won't. I don't know if he'll start a show tomorrow. He might. If he doesn't, I'll do another one.
Yeah,
So,
I'll try to catch you from work when I'm on break. So
appreciate you coming in.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me and listen to me whine for a few minutes. Stuff like that.
Happy Memorial Day. It's better to think about Memorial Day than the state of the state.
I strongly appreciate all that anybody that served their country.
Yeah.
They really got a right to bitch. So if anybody does, especially if we're in a war, that they, but hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. So
all right, we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Take care, everybody, and happy picking. So thanks, Todd. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Take care.